Good morning. I'm Tom McGregor from New Zealand. Used to be a shell of myself. I used to drink. I used to do drugs. I failed university and yeah, I got in shape. My main goal in life is to build entrepreneurs, build dreamers, build people that believes back. Today we're going through a day in the life of someone who's building an online coaching business. We'll be going through my training. Mornings are definitely what I struggle with most. They are the biggest battle. To get out of bed every morning. I do not entirely feel like it. It is 5 o'clock. I always get up at 5 a.m. now. Takes me a little while to wake up, but talking to the camera right now, talking to you, seems to help wake my brain up quite quickly. So we are gonna start our day off like we always do, which is to head outside and do 50 push-ups. That's the couch I currently sleep on. The best feeling in the world. Most mornings, or some mornings at least. Especially after you've been asleep all night, is walking out here and getting some fresh air. But this is the exact spot I set my phone. Do the push-ups right about there. And yeah, you can probably actually stay in the video. Pair that with the fresh air and the push-up, getting your blood flow going after you've been asleep all night. It really does feel insane. Clears your head straight away in the morning, starts to get you thinking, gets your creative juices flowing. Because as humans, we are meant to be the most creative in the morning. But I think we spend too long consuming on our phones, especially like waking up in the morning. And we go straight on our phones. It's just such high dopamine activities in the morning, it literally kills your creativity. Because I used to do it all the time until I realized just chasing temporary fulfillment. My big goal in life is to create more entrepreneurs. That's my 5-year goal. It's to create belief within men to be more entrepreneurial-like, to actually start taking leaps in life. And at the moment, the beginning, the only thing I know how to do, and it's the only thing I can speak on, is to get your mindset, to get your habits, to get your nutrition, and to get in shape. Because that's the only thing I'm really good at. I really know how to do. I know what it did for me, but we'll go into that But yeah, I'll do this walk and then we'll go back inside where I will have a cold shower. Just jumped out of the cold shower, and as always, never feel like getting in. Today wasn't actually too bad. Haven't missed a day in probably 3 months now, 90 days. But now I feel fucking ready for the attack. If you're gonna have a cold shower, don't listen to all these gurus saying you have to spend 3 hours in there. Just 45 seconds to a minute, just to do something hard to set you up for the day. So that if anything does happen during the day that is hard for you, you're ready for it, you're ready to attack it. It's now 10 to 6, but we've done our morning walk, we've done our cold shower. But I'll be touching on like being patient in life and how good things take time. There'll be some motivation thrown in there. Might go out for lunch. And just the form of discipline and consistency, which, you know, I think a lot of people are missing, and you could be missing too, and I know that's what I used to be missing. But I don't really care about what I look like. It's all about the internal for me, the belief that came with it, knowing I can eat good healthy food, eat clean healthy food, have good daily habits, how it is possible to go from the drunken, drug fucked, excuse my language, but the form of these daily habits and consistency, how now it might not seem like it, because I think I've got about 150 subscribers, but controlling the inputs and doing things like this every day will get you to that next level that you want in life. And it doesn't seem like it, but yeah, we've done our morning routine before going on my phone, before consuming anything, because consuming is killing or kills my creativity, and I know it kills a lot of people's creativity. There's so many great people and great entrepreneurs out there, or great creatives that are killing their lives just by consuming too often on their phone. I'm not going to say I'm perfect. Yeah, we're going to go train while I do fasted cardio, and you can just spend the day with me and what it actually takes to build, because I'm going to show you the behind the scenes of what it looks like to actually build a business. Because I don't think anyone really does that. No one shows you the boring stuff, and I know it's what I wanted to see. On our way to go do our fasted cardio, and I just dropped my fucking keys down the side of the seat. Don't you hate it when you do that? When you drop anything down the side of your seat? No, I'm not one of those entrepreneurs that has a fucking expensive car. I've just got myself, actually it's mum's. I sold my car so I could keep investing in my business and myself and keep learning. Damn, sounds like fucking Ferrari, doesn't it? This is a realistic, you know, what it comes from, starting from the ground up. I sold my car to keep investing into mentorship, so I could keep investing into mentors, so I could keep investing into myself. I thought that might. The more I know, the better. The more I can help people, the more I know in life. So, if you are wanting to be an entrepreneur, or you're wanting to leave your job or anything like that, you sort of just got to come to terms with the fact that you got to make sacrifices. I sleep on a couch I sleep on a couch at my mum's house and I use her car because I sold mine so I can keep investing into myself. But that can be looked at two ways. You could argue that is a dumb decision. You could argue that I'm a loser, and I would say you almost have a fair argument. But I'm going to argue back and say that's how much belief I built back in myself. That's the belief I brought back in myself from drink driving, from failing out of university. That I've built that much belief back in myself that I'm willing to do that. I'm willing to sell my car, and I will talk about sacrifices because you do have to sacrifice if you want to do anything good in life. Like getting a physique like this, although it's not entirely it's not extremely hard, it does take a bit of sacrifice. Like anything worth doing in life, anything that I've found worth doing anyway, you have to sacrifice for. Like now, I don't spend any time with friends or anything like that. I'm just learning the skills, I'm trying to get better, trying to provide more value, and it does take time, but you just gotta look at it life, like you go through periods. But I want nothing more. I love it. I love the thought of helping people get better in life, and if that can make me successful, and if I can learn the skills and provide enough value in life, then why would I not enjoy that? If you are thinking about going down the line of entrepreneurial or just getting a good physique, anything that's worth doing that you're going through right now that you think it's going to be hard, it's probably going to be hard. There's days I fucking sit there and I battle my way through. I just have to outwork my self-doubt, like I say. But you simply do this through giving yourself more proof you are who you say you are. And in the beginning it's hard because you have no proof. No one believes in you, and it is difficult. If your friends and family who are normal people say that no, you're doing the thing wrong, well, reality, that is your touch point, that is your knowing point to know that you're actually probably doing something right, because it is exceptional. You are being the exception. You are being abnormal, which probably indicates you're doing something right. And we're here, and my tripod broke on the way, so that's not great, but we'll keep going nevertheless. Well, the framework I use is you go in seasons, you go through seasons. So I went through a season of actually you don't know, I did 2 bodybuilding shows not too long ago, so I went through a season of building my physique, but that was all I was focused on, that was all I was doing. I had to sacrifice eating food, had to sacrifice so much time in the gym. Now I sacrifice pretty much all my time to work on my business, or to learn skills, or to try to be better at different things. This entrepreneurial stuff, it's made out to be a lot easier than what it actually is. There's a lot more that you have to know than you'd think. Like all these social media gurus telling you, it takes 3 months and you'll be a millionaire. It's a load of crap. Don't listen to them. There's a lot to learn, and there's a lot you need to get better at. But it's a sacrifice I'm willing to make, because I know the change, I know the goal I want to have on the world, which is, to build belief back, to build entrepreneurs, to build and help men who, feel directionless and lost in life like I was, who struggled through drinking, who struggled through drugs, who want to get in shape, know they're meant for more, know you're meant for more. If you're meant for more, if you think you're meant for more, it's because you are. It's because you are capable of doing it, and you got to know that you are, because no one else will do it for you. But you have to be willing to sacrifice. But the way I look at it is life works in seasons. Yes, I come to the gym, but it's not my main priority now. My main priority is to build a business and help people. Help men live their truest lives, ascend to the highest version of themselves through daily habits. And it's a sacrifice I am so willing to make, because I know how good I feel now. I know the belief I have in my mind. I'm going to be raw, I'm going to be real, and I've documented the journey. I've made YouTube videos showing or talking about me sleeping on mum's couch and why I do it. You know, I want the whole journey to be documented, so that you guys can see what is truly possible if you do not quit, if you stay consistent, if you relentlessly pursue your goals, if you continuously get better each and every single day through daily habits. Your life can change drastically. But you got to be willing to sacrifice. But I'm going to do this faster cardio. Not entirely a fun part of the day, but no, this is for the mind, not for the body. I'd just eat less if I wanted to stay lean. But this is for the mind, so I get to eat a little bit more. But yeah, this is well, I spend half an hour each morning. Speed 12. Not speed 12. Speed 4.8 on incline 12. Burns about 330 calories. Got the cardio done. 320 calories. But I want to help you get through any cardio that you're going through, or anything. Always set a direction. I look at this point, I don't know if you can see it, right there, every day, and I count down just to train the mind that little bit more. Just to look at something, it might be weird, but it helps me a lot. Just counting down, looking at that instead of looking at the clock. Thought about a lot on there, and it's just truly about being authentically yourself, coming to terms with the fact that you're okay with being who you are. And because I posted a story on my Instagram story this morning, so go check that out. Instagram is tom.mcgregor. If you want to talk to me, communicate with me at all, one-on-one. When I say coming to peace with the fact of accepting who you are, I don't mean that you should accept, like I accepted that I was just going to drink and do drugs and party for my whole life, but I mean it as in terms of accepting that you're not who you can become, but coming to peace with the fact that you're going to be willing to become a new person, to chase that person that you know you can become. Because honestly, probably right now, if you're watching these self-development videos, you know you're a shell of who you can become. And I don't mean that in a rude way. I don't mean that to be a dick. I mean that out of love, because I was like you. I watched all the self-development and these daily vlogs, and you know, wishing I lived that life. And I'm not saying you probably wish you lived my life, even though it's pretty grateful for it. Get to gym, get to work out whenever I want, you know. It's a pretty good lifestyle, even though I'm on a couch, but if I had a bed, it would look a lot more appealing. But it's accepting the fact that you know you're meant for more, you know you're meant to be great. And it's a difficult one to accept because it feels abnormal and it doesn't feel right. But that's how you know it kind of is right. That thought in the back of your mind that you know you're capable of more, that you can achieve more. It's because you can, man. It's a really hard position for me to say that, because I haven't achieved anything that you would probably deem as successful, aside from maybe a ripped physique, six-pack abs, and, you know, self-belief. But I think the self-belief in itself is the success, because I know it's going to carry over. I know it's going to carry over into other aspects of life. and I know the inputs that it took to get there. And I know that it's a transferable skill. I don't know the time horizon, but I know that pretty much if you work your ass off, do everything every day and get better every single day at a skill, and accept that you're not you're not the man that you're becoming yet. Accept that and come to peace with that. Come to terms with it in your own mind that, okay, I'm a shell of who I am. I know I can be more. I know I'm capable of more. I know I have that belief in the back of my mind that I can do more. But I'm not doing more. Accepting that and going, okay, I'm going to become this person. I'm going to start making these changes. Because that's all it really takes. That's all it comes down to. Hopefully you can hear me, but these are an absolute cheat code, especially for productivity. If you get yourself one of these, so you don't have to keep getting up and down to get a coffee if you need, and yeah, they're just great. Keeps warm, and yeah, you don't have to keep getting up and down for coffee, so you can sleep your best and you can work longer. Especially if you're someone like me who's a massive procrastinator, who will be like, oh no, I need a coffee. I'll get up and go and try fucking find something else to do that isn't what I'm meant to be doing. So yeah, that's a productivity hack. Oats, protein powder, and chocolate fudge for breakfast. And half a banana and some peanut butter as well. Just a light snack, nothing too much. We don't want too many carbs. I don't like eating too many carbs in the morning because it can give you brain fog. I haven't found it has yet, but I'm not willing to risk it. Got a coffee and our breakfast now, but we are probably not that much different. I still love to watch YouTube. I always watch Alex Hormozi, and I'm not a big fan of mental masturbation or anything like that where you're just sitting there watching. So I take notes, and a sort of rule that I follow with watching YouTube especially is that from the section that I watch, I take away the one key point that actually stuck with me during that, like, because this will take, I don't know, 15 minutes to eat or whatever. And then I take one key point from that 15 minutes and try to implement it somewhere in my life. So it's not a complete waste and I'm not just mentally masturbating. And if you are on here and you're watching hours and hours and hours of YouTube, you probably are mentally masturbating, unfortunately. Which is fine, because in the beginning, you gotta find some sort of hope. You know you're here, you're looking for something, but if it motivates you and if it gets you to do the thing, then I don't see a problem with it. But if you know deep down if you're mentally masturbating, so if you are, honestly leave this video if you are just mentally masturbating and not looking and not going to actually implement anything, because you know, I'm trying to help. That's what these videos are for. So if it means that I get less view time or whatever, I don't actually care, because the whole purpose is to create more entrepreneurs and help more people. So, and then I'll show you guys what I am building at the moment, because the morning will be more content based, but I'll give you an insight onto what I'm actually building so that you guys have an idea of what it sort of takes or what I think it takes. All right, we did the morning's work. It was an absolutely Beautiful day here. We've got a loom here recorded for a course that we're making on mindset and how to sort of overcome roadblocks that you're going through, trying to achieve something different. This is my mum, everyone, say hi. The only thing that you can do 90% of the time is do more work and give yourself a reason to back your opinion. But I want to talk about the fact that you do have to overcome a lot of self-doubt, a lot of reasoning if you can do it, because I've got a lot of that. I still get it, man. I still get it all the time. You question yourself, you question whether you're good enough, you look at all the things that you have to do and you really start to wonder, is it worth it? Every time I wake up at 5 a.m, you know, it hurts. I wonder if it's all worth it, if it's all going to be worth it, because you can't see the outcome. But what you really do have to understand is just to control the inputs each and every single day towards the goal. And yeah, I spent a good couple hours, well, even a day the other day, just sort of mapping out a 5-year plan. And I thought I might as well share it with you guys, seeing as my work this morning was pretty tediously boring. Yeah, so I think creating a plan for your life and actually sitting down and thinking about it probably is one of the best things to do. And I thought I might as well share some of the goals to give you sort of a vision of how much belief you can build, how much confidence you can build. But my definition of success is something in which I help men. Yes, I want money. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a human. But if I get there through helping people change their lives, that is my success. That is success to me. Because if I did it in a bad way, if I created a new chip brand, for example, and it didn't help anyone, and in fact it hurt people, I couldn't live with myself. So I want to do it through changing men's lives and through building belief. And number one is build belief to chase their dreams, to chase your dreams. That is my number one goal. But my personal outcome goals, 5-year vision for my life, is I want to be a multi-millionaire. I'm not going to hide it. I think people should talk about their dreams so it can inspire other people. And I know sharing a journey of the whole process on how to get there is what I want to do to inspire you guys to do it as well. I want to retire my dad, and he only has to work if he wants to. And I want to change over 1,000 men's lives. It's the top 3 outcome-based goals that I'm chasing. I don't know where I want to live, but it will be in a high-caliber country like America, Europe, or Dubai. I think I'd prefer Europe or America. I don't want to have kids or a wife in the next 5 years. I want to look after the family I have now first, then look for a partner after. I'll be a successful entrepreneur through online coaching, and then I want to look into, my goal is to scale that to help change as many men's lives through my own method that I built, the McGregor method. And then I want to move into consulting eventually once I've figured it out, which is why I'm okay with learning along the way, so that once I have figured it out, once I have fully cracked it, I suppose, which I would consider cracking it at between 30 to 50k a month, and I knew exactly what I did, how I did it, then I would want to give that to more people, because the more people that can help change the world in a positive way is my dream outcome. So I'd be doing an injustice if I were to lie and say that that's not part of my goal. And then I want to build a software, but we won't talk about that because even I don't really know exactly what that'll entice. But number one thing, I want to have peace at knowing I have me. You know, that mental real estate, that if anything goes wrong, I have myself, and you know, I could build from the ground up again. And a couple other things, but now this is where a lot of people I think go wrong, and I'm going to go on a little mini rant here, because it's all well and good me saying that, right? It's like New Year's resolution comes around and you go, oh fuck, I'm going to change this about me, I'm going to change this about me, I'm going to change this about me, and this is why I love input so much, because I can say all that, but if I don't actually do the inputs, then I'm just living a dream. It is a dream. But if that's why I went and I pretty much wrote down every single thing that I think right now. Obviously, I'm not going to know everything right now because there's going to be roadblocks. There's going to be things you're going to have to learn. Obviously, you know, and there's obviously going to be time. But if you know the inputs and you know the direction you're headed in life, if you know everything, well, you know a good chunk of things that are going to come your way, but you know what they are. You know how to control the inputs to get over them. And you know it's just a roadblock that you can get over through input, through action. There is pretty much no way you don't succeed. Yes, there's going to be information you don't know. Yes, you can have times of struggle where you don't know what to do, where you feel like giving up, where it feels hopeless. But if you just know that you can control the inputs, that probably with about 20 hours of work, you can solve almost any problem that you have, even if it's a micro problem. Like this morning as well, I worked on hooks, literally hooks, for my videos. If I spent 20 hours on hooks for my videos, over looking at it as a 5-year period, 20 hours is not a long time out of a 5-year period. That is why I like to think big picture, because in the moment you think 20 hours is going to be a long time, but when you think at a bigger vision, at a bigger scale, 20 hours is not a long time. And if you can just look at it, even if the list of 100 things, but if you look at that like you've got a month, that's 2,000 hours in a month that you've got to do it. That's such a, that's the way we think now, and I think it's so stupid. And if you look at it from a 5-year horizon, it gives you so much more comfort to know that, okay, I've only got to do 20 hours in the next 5 years to get that outcome. So that's a mini rant. Be patient, set yourself an outcome-based goal, because, and talk about your goals, man. I think we need more dreamers, more entrepreneurs in the world, and you guys that are watching this, you're on that self-development or whatever. It is possible, and I want to show you that. So, fish oils and magnesium to have with our 85 grams of oats, half a banana, and scoop of protein powder. Just as our pre-workout snack, we'll chuck a heap of salt in there too, and also caramel sauce, because we've got to crave that sweet tooth. And honestly, I do have a sweet tooth sometimes, so we're going to smack this and then do about an hour. I'll wait it outside and do about an hour's work, probably not just riding hooks, getting better at them, literally implementing, just trying to get better, man, trying to get better. Because at the end of the day, like I said, 20 hours, not a long time in the grand scheme of things if I can just get good at that. You know, one skill at a time, one skill at a time. So, yeah. The gym, and it is not the prettiest gym, but it was about 2:30. Normally I do train at night, but I thought, why not? Today it's a beautiful day, so we're going to get a nice quick back workout in, probably about 45-minute workout, because you don't need to train that long to grow muscle, but got to start with a warm-up, so that is what we will be doing. Just grab a band, literally stretching, but you don't really care that much about that. Obviously, you want to have a good warm up so you don't get injured. But we'll aim for about 7 working sets today because we don't need to spend hours in the gym to grow like most people think. You only need to spend about 45 minutes to 60 minutes, 4 times a week. That's all I train. And yeah, we'll literally just go through that. As long as you train fucking hard, you will put on muscle mass and lose fat. It's not as difficult as everyone says it is because most people just don't know how to train with maximum intensity. So if that is you, always train to failure or within 2 reps of failure. And six or so working sets per workout. That is literally all you need. We're going to start with some bent over rows. Always use this. Bro's got a lisp. Always use this Smith machine because get more control and you can go right to failure and you don't really throw it around as much, you know. It's pretty direct, hitting your back. And yeah, 2 warm-up sets will have you golden, ready to rip in. Like I say, you don't have to spend hours in here. So, first working set, done our warm-up sets. And yeah, first workout we got 70 kgs. Always aim for about 6 to 10 reps. Just real nice, good, proper form, long range of motion. But I will show you that and try to talk you through it while I'm doing it. But let's fucking rip in and let's get it done, man. Let's get in and out. So I forgot to talk you through that one, but pretty much was pulling to about my belly button height and trying to get full long length extension. Slow on the eccentric. I know this stuff's boring, but if you want to train like this, really quick, really sharp, you got to be pretty on point with your training method because with such little working sets, you really do want to maximize the time that you're in here because if you don't, you're not going to grow the muscle. The protein that you're eating isn't going to do anything. So make sure you train to failure or within 2 reps. But if you are a man, I just always advise, if you're a guy watching this, to train to failure because how you perform in here, I think, is how you perform everywhere. Just like anything, you have got to be patient. Patient with muscle growth that I've struggled with a lot myself. Not in muscle growth itself, but in expecting quick, fast results. You want to be patient, man. It makes it so much more rewarding at the end, even though you want everything to happen right there in that moment. But unfortunately, that is not how life works. If you want to do anything great in life, you're going to have to learn the skills, you're going to have to learn and get better. And be patient, just like building your physique up. Tools that help me personally with being patient is knowing that the end result will inevitably come if you keep getting better, if you keep controlling the inputs. And like I was saying earlier, if you just extend your time horizon on the expected outcome result, but are impatient with your actions. So if you want an outcome of losing 10 kgs of fat, you would take 120 days, let's say 120 days. So that way, every 12 days, you want to lose about a kilo. Then you can break that down even further into even more inputs. So every 6 days, you want to lose half a kilo. So we'll round it to a week. 7 days, half a kilo a week. Over 120 days is 10 kgs. And then you just control your inputs from there. So you know that that's 3,750 calories a day. Not a day. Per week, you'd need to lose. So you can break that down even further to 600 calories a day. You need to be in a deficit, roughly. 3,600, 600 calories per day, roughly, as a deficit. So you can just break things down to the inputs that you need to do, and then from there, to put yourself a 600 calorie deficit per day sounds a lot easier than thinking about 120 days and 10 kgs. And you can break that down into 350 calories off your food, and then another 250 or so of just simple walking. You probably get it from your daily steps. And working out simple daily inputs will have you being able to crush that goal in 120 days. If you just extend things over that longer time horizon, it truly ends up helping you in the long run. Broaden your thinking, because it'd be stupid to think you could lose 10 kgs of fat in 2 weeks. Yeah. But it's been about 2 minutes, or 3 minutes probably. Always rest for about 2 or 3 minutes, and we'll do our next working set from here. Oh. 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 Carbs are doing the trick. Veins are looking good. Pumps on. Oh. But I'll see you in the next one. Abs are hanging on. We'll check the pump, but feeling pretty good. Still pretty lean. Yeah, we'll go probably home. Got a hell heap of venison to cook up, so we'll go home and do that. But good pump, good workout. 45 minutes, that's all it takes. And I'm burnt. And I need a haircut. Alright, we are back home and we are going to cook up some meat, but we're going to have a quick shower first because I feel gross. And yeah, going to get a nice warm shower in before cooking up the next few days' meat so that we can just dial in work and don't have to think about cooking up anything else for the week. Boys, we are home. We're going to cook up some mince for our post-workout meal and then cook up some mince, more mince for the next few days. Lean, grass-fed mince. It can be venison or beef, 93 ounce, grass-fed lean mince. Is it better than chicken is the real question, and my answer is yes. It's got less protein, but it's got micronutrients. So if you struggle to get your protein in, go with chicken. But if you do not, go with this. Because, yeah, it's got a heap of micronutrients in it, which support more than just muscle growth. It'll just support your immune system as a whole. So I would honestly go with this if you are getting enough protein in, but if you need the extra kick of protein, I would definitely go with chicken, because chicken's got about 5 more grams per 100 grams you eat. So yeah, that's what I'd be doing if I were you, but it's completely up to you. I don't make your life choices. I'm just here to provide a little bit of value on what I know in the hopes I can help you out. But we'll cook this up and I'll see you for the meal, where we're going to talk about a little bit of motivation, a little bit of discipline, but just life as a whole, because, life can be fucking hard sometimes. Sometimes you get self-doubt, like in that shower just then. I just got self-doubt out of nowhere, where it's basically said, where I just suddenly went like that and had a heap of self-doubt come over me, so we're going to talk about that. And yeah, because I still get it a lot, even though I shouldn't, but I do. So, and I know that can relate to you in some way if you're going through anything. So I'll see you there for our meal. Alright team, we have our meal. We have a massive meal actually. Potato, low carb potato, hot sriracha sauce, low calorie hot sauce, lettuce, eggs, venison mince, lots of veggies, lots of micronutrients, but you know, just as I said, I had a shower before, but out of nowhere you get massive waves of self-doubt. Like I suddenly just out of nowhere was like, is anyone even going to watch this? Is anyone even going to listen to this? And then I just started doubting myself. Like, what's the point of even this? And I thought I'd be open and honest about that, that sometimes that's just the way it is with, especially entrepreneurship. In the beginning, out of nowhere, you just suddenly get these waves of self-doubt, and you know, I don't know why they happen, but for some reason it did happen in the shower. But the way I get over it, and I was standing in the kitchen thinking about it while I was cooking this, is like I said earlier, is you outwork your self-doubt by doing more. So every time I hit post, or every time I do more on my laptop, every time I work on something for the business, like the course, like this morning, or anything that relates to the business, you just give yourself that little bit of extra evidence. And it doesn't even have to be a big thing. Let's say if you were wanting to lose fat, you know, sometimes you're going to doubt yourself. Sometimes you're going to doubt yourself as to why you're doing it, if it's worth it, if you want to go grab that extra bit of chocolate. But every action you take is a vote for the person that you want to become, who you are becoming. So every input you make towards that goal, you know, it just gives you a little bit more proof that you are who you say you are. And, you know, it can be hard sometimes. But what I like to do, I'll do a simple task. Like this morning, or yesterday, I had a heap of self-doubt. And I literally, all I had to do, I wrote myself a hook for a video. And that's because I'd been struggling with writing hooks. All I had to do was write one and just do another one and then do another one. Watch a video on how to do that. And after about 10 minutes of just doing that, sitting down, actually understanding and grasping the fact, that was it. I just suddenly got back into a flow state. So if you do struggle with any self-doubt, I highly recommend just do something small that will set you in the right direction. Like in the morning, everyone always says do the hardest task first, which yes, in a way is true, but I do the second one first, because, I do the hardest task second, because I just give myself a small win in the morning first, and then I've got a little bit of proof. I've got a little win. And yeah, that helps me massively. So I hope that helps you too. But good feed here, massive feed. And then I'm gonna make a piece of content after this to post on Instagram with the intention of helping someone that's going through any sort of bad habit, drinking, drugs, alcohol, food, because obviously I used to struggle with those things, so I just talk about things that I struggled with and how I fixed them, in the hope that it can help someone else too. I pretty much give out every bit of information I have for free. And yeah, I just truly want to help people, so. Yeah, Gonna enjoy this. And I'll update you guys a bit later. Might go for a walk in the sun somewhere, but we'll see. Alright team, we cooked up dinner, which is pretty much identical to lunch. But yeah, for the evening, pretty much just sat there at the desk. But I will end at the desk, so I will show you there. But we also have oats and protein powder for dessert because we love yum food. Bit of caramel sauce on top. I like to get off my phone for a good while, so we'll finish over at the desk. But won't lie, I cooked this well. I actually recorded the ending beforehand, but I thought I'd better show you what I cooked for dinner because it's the exact same as lunch, but thought I'd better include it in there. Simplicity will always win. We spent the evening just literally working on hooks, and I reprogrammed my day in the life because I realized, well, not my day in the life now, but I realized a couple tweaks I can make to be way more efficient, especially in the morning routine. Just got to be quicker with that, and the cardio, and just the in-between bits, you know, definitely got to be quicker. In fact, I'll try to show you, but my content is my main focus, and that is my main input at the moment. So if you can read that, I'm going to be spending the morning with an actual input based, with the goal in the next 30 days to improve my content. That is the outcome based goal, and 30 hours on writing hooks. So 1 hour a day, 30 hours on writing the actual education section, 10 hours on the call to actions. This is just how you split up a video if you didn't know. And 30 hours on actually speaking, actually talking, working on tonality. And then yeah, editing as well, which will be a work on, but my main part is the scripting, the editing. Scripting, and especially my tonality, talking to the camera, because I get shy, honestly, sometimes. But this is exactly how you outwork your self-doubt, because I have been doubting myself and my content, and you know, if I do this every single day for 30 days, that gives me an undeniable stack of proof that I'm getting better. Might not make me the best content creator in the world, but it shows me proof that I am getting better, and that's what we chase on my team, on my McGregor method. Just getting better every single day towards your outcome, and you will win. But other than that, we got our bit of content out, and I only had about 20% to give. My mental capacity today was a bit drained, to be honest, but 20% of giving and staying consistent and disciplined to your word is what that video was about, and showing up and giving that 20%, because if you can give 100% of the 20% that you have left in the tank for the day, then you're still giving it 100%. So yeah, about to smack some dinner and chill out before bed. But yeah, sorry for the boring end to the vlog. I hope these words of wisdom, of, you know, these motivational riffs throughout resonated with you, because I still struggle with self-doubt, but you got to understand that you can outwork it. You will always have it, no matter what position you get into. Like physique, sometimes I look at it and think, it doesn't really look that good, but that's just dumb. I've got six-pack, I've got muscles, and I eat good, clean, healthy food. I feel good most of the time. I control the inputs. I've built my mindset up now. But, you know, sometimes you look in the mirror and you think, wow, I look like shit. But that's just the way it is sometimes you only outwork that self-doubt by going to the gym again, eating another good healthy meal, which we are cooking at the moment. But I get off my phone, it is the exact same meal I eat for lunch every single day. But if there's a message in this whole video, you outwork your self-doubt by doing more. But you do more by controlling the inputs towards an outcome. So you must first decide what your outcome is. And that way, anything is reverse engineerable, I think. I'm obviously going to have to prove that, because I've done it in the gym, done it by competing, and I know I just got to do it in business. And obviously there's a fucking long list of skills you got to learn, but to give what I want to give to the world, to give what I want to give to you guys, to the help I want to give to my family, then these are all just skills that I want to learn, that I want to give, because if I don't learn them, then I can't help you guys. So that's the way I view it. That's the way I look at it. Because, like I said, in my goals, they're pretty much all to help other people. And I won't lie to you, I want to be a millionaire, because who the fuck doesn't want to be a millionaire? But I also want to show you that it's possible. So that is today's daily vlog, done and dusted. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did and had a good time with me, then let me know, subscribe, like, whatever, do it or don't. You know, if you didn't like it, let me know so I can be better, so I can keep improving, because without data, without analytics of if it was good or not, I don't know if it's good. So put a thumbs down if you didn't like it, or put a thumbs up if you liked it, or put a comment or whatever. But control your damn inputs, train fucking hard, eat good clean food, and remember to set yourself a goal and just continuously work towards it. When you feel overwhelmed, do not give in to that little bitch voice in the back of your mind telling you you can't, because you can.